Namaste. Let's welcome Sri Prakash Shah, who hails from Ahmedabad and is the director at a pharmaceutical firm. Sri Prakash Shah has had a very unique journey. He found the practice of yogic mudras or gestures of the hand for therapeutic uses on a travel up north in the Himalayas. Since then, he's never looked back. Not only did he learn this science, but he's been helping so many people entirely on a voluntary basis to heal themselves using this ancient science that is so effective and so powerful. He'll be showing us how the use of gestures of the hand called mudras in Sanskrit can affect us deeply and heal us completely. The various elements that constitute the human body, be it fire, air, space, earth, or water, can be balanced using these gestures in specific ways, and holding them for a few minutes a day can give us enormous benefit without any side effects. In such times as the COVID pandemic, these mudras can be of such use to us. Let us explore Prakash Bhai's knowledge with him as he leads us into fundamentals of yoga, mudras, and its uses. Thank you.
Namaste, all of you. Today I am going to talk about mudra therapy, which is the science of health and healing. This mudra therapy is the yoga of the hands, or you can say the gestures on the hand by manipulating the fingers. Now, it is the most easy, at the same time, it is very effective science. Why it is most easy? Because it does not require to visit the physician. It does not require to undergo any pathological test. It does not require any surgery or hospitalization. It does not require any yoga teacher to teach us about the yoga and asanas. It does not require any special postures for asanas or yoga. It can be done at any time, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at the night. It can be done while walking, while resting in the bed, while watching the TV, or while sitting in the bed. So it can be done at any time. It can be done by old age people who are not able to perform yoga or asana. It can be done by unconscious people also, and it can be done by paralytic people also. For these people, we can use the medicinal tap for the specified time for specified mudra. Now we are going to have the effectiveness of the mudra. Why it is most effective? Now for the effectiveness, we will see that this mudra is activating the 7 chakras of the body. It is activating 72,000 nadis of the body. It is providing holistic health to the body. Holistic health means health of body, mind, and soul. It also helps in mental housekeeping of the body. It also helps us to live by design and not by default. It also helps to improve our eyesight as well as to improve our insights. It provides the balance between parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. It provides the balance between different Pans Shakti. So it is most effective therapy nowadays. Now we are coming to how mudra rectify the disease. So mudra is basically working on the 5 elements of the body. In universe we have 5 elements like fire, air, space, earth and water. Here the water percentage is maximum, that is 72%, followed by earth element which is 12%, air element and space element is 6%, fire element is 4%. So these are the different elements available in the universe. Now the human body is miniature of the universe. So human body also contains the same element. Human body contains elements like fire, air, space, earth, and water. How this human body helps in curing the disease by balancing the elements. Our human body is a complex networking system. Every moment we are producing different enzymes, different hormones, different endorphins, different juices, and this run the body. Our body contains bioenergy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, and chemical energy. These energy are called as a pran shakti, and this runs the body. This pran shakti is made up of five elements, namely fire, air, space, earth, and water. Our hands are the depositor of this five energy. Thumb represent fire, index finger represent air, middle finger represent space, ring finger represent earth, and last finger represent water. What happens when we manipulate the fingers? Because on the fingertips there are maximum pranic shakti, and slight pressing of any fingertips result in certain sense, and this sense is directed to the brain, and brain accordingly based on the element sense pass the order to the required organs, and required organs either increase, decrease, or balance the hormones or enzymes or endorphins or chemicals, and the corresponding disease get cured. This is basically the principle of mudra therapy, how it cures a disease. Now we will learn about the different elements, how they are related to chakras and bodies, and what are the cause of their imbalance. Let us talk about the water element. Water element is the constitute of our protoplasm, blood, sweat, semens, and cerebrospinal fluids, etc. It is related to sense of taste, and hence it is related to the tongue. It is related to Swadhisthana chakra. Now we will come to know about what are the causes of the imbalance of the water element. If water element is increased or decreased, there may be diarrhea or dehydration, dryness of the skin, acidity, either blood thinning or blood clotting. So these are the imbalance of the water element. Coming to the next element, that is earth. It is the constituent of the body mass, bones, muscles, cartilage, hairs, nails. It is related to sense of smell, and hence it is related to nose. It is related to Mooladhara chakra. What are the causes of imbalance of this earth element? Either weight loss or weight gain. There may be cholesterol issues with this problem of the imbalance of the earth. There may be problem of bones and any fractures, union of the fracture, then muscular pain. These all are related with the imbalance of the earth. Now I have explained you about the water and earth element. Now we are going for the next element, that is the air. This element is responsible for the movement of voluntary or the involuntary muscle in the body. It is related to heart. It is related to sense of touch, and hence the skin. Now, what are the causes of imbalance of this air element? Air element is related to movements in the body. So, it is related to blood circulation also. Air element imbalance may cause high blood pressure, low blood pressure. Air element may cause joint pains. It may cause Parkinson disease, arthritis, sciatica. So these are all the imbalance of the air element. Next element is space element. Space element is an inactive element in the body. It manifests itself in the body cavity like cranial cavity, intranasal cavity, abdominal cavity, perineal cavity, buccal cavity. It is related to sound and hence it is related to ear. It is related to Vishuddhi chakra. What are the imbalance of this space element? As it is related to sound, any ear problem is related with the space issue, and any problem related to thyroid disorders or parathyroid or thyroid is also related to this space element. Next element is a fire. Fire is responsible for digestion and keeping the body temperature. It is related to vision and hence it is related to eye. It is related to Manipur chakra of the body. What are the cause of imbalance of this element? It maintain the body temperature and fever also, cold also. If it is less, then it is cold. If it is high, then it is fever. Then it is helpful in the metabolic process. So metabolic process will get disturbed by imbalancing of this element. So cholesterol, diabetes, then acidity, then angers in the mind. So these are the different cause of the fire element imbalance. So we have learned different elements, what are their cause, how they are related to the body. Now coming to the specific thing, that is the mudra. Now we are coming to the mudra. What are the mudras? As I have told you, it is science of yoga or yoga of the hands, and it is gestures of the hands by manipulating different fingers. So mudra is divided in three types. One is the mudra based on tattva, means element. Mudra based on the elements. That elements are five: fire, air, space, earth, and water. Now we will go one by one tattva mudras. If in the mudra, if you want to increase the element, the thumb should be placed at the base of the finger. Then the corresponding element will get increased. Say for example, if you want to increase air element, the air element is represented by index finger. If you place thumb at the base of the index finger, the index finger will represent air and hence air element will get increased. Similarly, if you want to reduce the element, suppose we want to reduce the air element, then place the tip of the corresponding finger at the base of the thumb and place the thumb on that finger. Suppose we want to decrease the air element, place index finger at the base of the thumb and place the thumb on the index finger and slightly press it. This will reduce the air element. If you want to balance the element, then join the tip of corresponding finger with the thumb. Suppose if you want to balance the air element, join the tip of index finger with the tip of thumb, it will balance the air element. So how you can increase, decrease or balance the element depends upon which finger or which element finger you are using to increase, decrease or balancing the element. Now let us have different mudras by balancing the element. When the tip of index finger touches the tip of thumb, it is called as a Jnana Mudra. This Jnana Mudra is very important mudra. Our Lord Krishna has given sermon to Arjuna in this mudra. This is sometimes called as a Saraswati Mudra. What are the advantages of this Jnana Mudra? Jnana Mudra is very powerful mudra. It balances the brain and the mind. So it is balancing our emotional balance and intellectual balances. It increases the memory power of the person. So it is good mudra for the students. Then it is increasing the intuition power. It empowers the muscle, whether it is voluntary muscle or involuntary muscle. It stimulates the nervous system, and by virtue of stimulating the nervous system, it helps in disease like cerebral palsy or Alzheimer's disease. What is happening in the Alzheimer's disease? People lost thinking, people lost memory, people also lost the language. As this Jnana Mudra stimulate the brain, it can be very useful mudra for this Alzheimer's disease. It is also opening door for the third eye. This mudra opens the door for the third eye. This is important mudra, and this mudra is giving tranquility to the mind. So in majority of the disease, this mudra is very much helpful. Additionally, this mudra target the pituitary gland. So when it is targeting the pituitary gland, it is targeting the whole endocrine system, and hence it is helpful in balancing the hormonal system. In case of migraine, you have seen that migraine is caused by so many problems. One is the problem associated with the migraine is the increase in the serotonin chemical in the body. This is applicable to both the sex. And estrogen also, there is a disturbance in the hormone. This is applicable to only the female. So by doing this mudra, we are balancing the chemicals and hormones. So migraine can be cured when this mudra is associated with other mudra. So this is called as a Jnana Mudra. We have learned about how it is formed and what are the advantages of Jnana Mudra. Second mudra is reflecting about the space element. Space element is represented by the middle finger. If you want to balance the space, then make the tip of the middle finger touching the tip of the thumb. So touching the tip of the middle finger and tip of the thumb makes the Akash Mudra. This is also very Tattva Mudra or elemental mudra, which helps is detoxification of the body by elimination of the waste. It also has role in calcium deficiency. It is also very good mudra for mentally retarded children and physically retarded children. It is associated mudra in so many diseases. It is associated with mudra in sinus also. It is associated mudra in the bronchitis, cold cough also. We are also going to learn about the Prithvi Mudra. It is balancing the earth element. How it is formed when the tip of the earth, that is the ring finger, is touching the tip of the thumb, it is the formation of Prithvi Mudra. What are the advantages of this Prithvi Mudra? It provides strength to the body. And once strength to the body is provided, body is filled with the enthusiasm. It is helpful in union of the bones. It is helpful in the skin wound. It is helpful in the hair falls. It is also helpful in the brittle nails. It is also helpful to overcome the fatigueness. It is also helpful in overcoming the jaundice. This is all about the Prithvi Mudra. Now we are going to learn about the Varun Mudra. Varun Mudra is formed when tip of last or little finger touches the tip of thumb. This is called as a Varun Mudra. What are the advantages of this Varun Mudra? This Varun Mudra maintains the moistures of the body. So it is helpful in dehydration, then dryness of the eye, dryness of the skin. This mudra helps in the dryness of the skin, and hence the skin start glowing with this mudra. Now this mudra is associated with certain other mudra as a therapeutic mudra. Suppose we have a dry cough. What is a dry cough? In the winter season, there is less humidity, and if there is a cough, it will be dry cough. So this mudra is done in association with Surya mudra and Akash mudra to overcome the dry cough. So we have now learned about four mudra by balancing the element. First one was a Jnana mudra, second is Akash mudra, third is Earth mudra, Prithvi mudra, and fourth one is a Varun mudra. Now we will go about the decreasing the element. When we want to decrease the element, there are the different mudras formation. Suppose we want to decrease the air element. When we place the tip of the index finger at the tip of the thumb and press the index finger with thumb, it is called as a Vayu mudra. This Vayu mudra is very important mudra nowadays, because this air is responsible for the circulation in the body. If air is imbalanced or air is high in the body, what will happen? There will be a joint pains. So in each joint pains, Vayu mudra is very effective. Second thing, in the stomach also, if there is a gas, then it is a gastritis. So by doing the Vayu mudra, you can overcome this gastritis. This mudra is also helpful in the heart attack. You will wonder how this mudra is helpful in the heart attack. When there is a more amount of the air in the body, the blood vessel will get shrink, and once the blood vessel gets shrink, it will lose its elasticity, and once it loses the elasticity, the flow of the blood from the blood vessel will get hindered. This may cause as high blood pressure, or during the flow of the blood in the blood vessel, it may get clot. So it will leads to heart attack. So this is very powerful mudra for heart attack in association with other mudra. And in Parkinson disease also, the flow of the blood in the brain is hindered. By doing this mudra, you can also help to overcome the Parkinson disease. In frozen shoulder also, this mudra is very good, and you can overcome this frozen shoulder issue by performing this mudra. Next mudra is Sunya mudra. In Sunya mudra, we are decreasing the space element. How it is formed? When the tip of middle finger touches the tip of thumb, and thumb is placed on the middle finger and slightly pressed, it is called as a Sunya mudra. This space is related to sound. So this mudra is helpful in any ear problem. This mudra is particularly helpful while landing of the plane and takeoff of the plane. We have certain internal ear problems, and this mudra will cure that problem. This mudra will remove the wax from the ear. This mudra strengthen the gums. This mudra remove the numbness in any part of the body or chest. So this is the Sunya mudra, and it is helpful in so many cases. Now we will talk about Surya mudra. This mudra decreases the earth element. How it is formed? When the tip of the earth or ring finger is placed at the base of the thumb and thumb is placed on the ring finger, it is formation of Surya mudra. What are the advantages of the Surya mudra? Here the earth element is reduced, but the fire element is increased. So this mudra is helpful in obesity, then cataract, also in maintaining the cholesterol level, in also helpful in diabetes, also this mudra. Now, other advantage of this Surya Mudra, whenever we have cold or shivering, so as this mudra increases the fire element, so this mudra is helpful. This mudra is helpful in bronchitis. Also, this mudra is helpful in sinusitis because it increases the fire element, it produces the heat which dissolve the mucus and it is expelled out by performing in association with Akash Mudra. So these are the advantage of Surya Mudra. If you want to reduce the water element, it is called as a Jalodhar Nashak Mudra. How we can make the Jalodhar Nashak Mudra? When the tip of the last finger or the little finger touches the base of the thumb and thumb is placed on the last or little finger, it is formation of Jalodhar Nashak Mudra. Here the water element is getting reduced. What are the advantages of this Jalodhar Nashak Mudra? Jalodhar Nashak Mudra is helpful in diarrhea. It is helpful whenever there is an accumulation of water in stomach, that is a dropsy. When there is an accumulation of water in the liver, this mudra is also helpful. This mudra is helpful whenever any accumulation of water in any part of the body. Now, in the present days, we have also observed that there is a cyst formation in any part of the body. This cyst formation is taken care by doing this Jalodhar Nashak Mudra. Even in certain cases, the legs become like the elephant legs. It is called as a elephantitis. In elephantitis also, this Varun Mudra is very much effective. So now we have learned about Tattva's Mudra, either to balance the Tattva Mudra or to decrease the Tattva Mudra. First is a air element balance, it is Jnana Mudra. Then the space element is balanced, it is called as Akash. Earth element is balanced, it is called Prithvi. Water element is balanced, it is called Varun Mudra. When air element is decreased, it is called Vayu Mudra. When space element is decreased, it is called Shunya Mudra. When the earth element is decreased, it is called Surya Mudra. And when the water element decreased, it is called as Jalodhar Nashak Mudra. So these are different Tattvas Mudra. Now we are coming to the Pranic Mudra. What is Pranic Mudra? Actually, in the yoga, Pran is of 5 types. One is Pran, second is Apan, third is Saman, fourth is Udan, and fifth is Vyan. So the mudra based on this pranic Shakti, it is called as a Prana Mudra. Let us go one by one this different pran. This pran is responsible for the movements and digestions and circulation in the body. It is flowing between throat and heart. It is related to air element and it is related to heart chakra. Now next is Apan Pran. Apan is flowing between navel and feet. It is related to reproductive organs and excretory organs. It is related to earth element and it is related to Muladhara chakra. Next is Saman. Saman is flowing between the navel and heart. It is related to Manipur chakra and it is related to fire element. Fourth one is Udan. This Udan pran is flowing between throat and top of the head. It is related to space element and it is related to Vishuddhi chakra. And last one is a Vyan. It is flowing everywhere in the body. it is related to water element and it is related to Swadhisthana chakra. So these five pran, Apan, Pran, Vyan, Saman and Udan. Based on this, five mudras, pranic mudras are formed. Now these five pranic mudras, first one is Apan mudra. What is Apan mudra and how it is formed? This Apan mudra is formed by touching the tip of middle finger and tip of ring finger with the tip of the thumb. This is called as a Apan mudra. It helps in detoxification of the body. It helps in any stomach pains or vomiting in the body. It helps in curing the diabetes when it is done in association with Pran Mudra. It also helps in association with other mudra like Vayu Mudra. It helps in curing the heart attack also. It is called as Apan Vayu. It is a combination of Apan plus Vayu Mudra. It is called as a Apan Vayu Mudra. So this is Apan Mudra. Now next one is the Udan Mudra. What is the Udan Mudra? When the tip of index finger, tip of ring finger and tip of middle finger touches the tip of thumb, it is called as a Udan Mudra. It corrects the speech disorders. It also helpful in thyroid disorder. It is helpful in respiratory disorder. It is helpful in parathyroid and thyroid problem. This is called as a Udan Mudra. We have seen Apan Mudra, Udan Mudra. Then third one is a Saman Mudra. Here this Saman Pran flows between the navel and the heart. It is helpful for digestion of the body. It helps conversion of food into the nutritional juice. It is related to Manipur chakra and it is related to element fire. This Saman Mudra is formed by joining the tip of each finger, that is tip of thumb, tip of index finger, tip of middle finger, tip of ring finger and tip of last finger. So this is called as a Saman Mudra. When we have any painful part in the body, please form the Saman Mudra and place this Saman Mudra on the painful part. You will get relief from the pain of that particular part. It increases the memory. It synergizes the body, mind and soul. Clinically, this mudra has comparatively less significance. Now, the last mudra, which is called as a Vyan Mudra. How it is formed? The Vyan Mudra is formed by joining tip of index finger, tip of middle finger and tip of the thumb. This is called as a Vyan Mudra. This Vyan Mudra is helpful for the circulation of the blood. It is very good mudra for the high blood pressure or low blood pressure. This mudra acts as a powerful tool. So we have learned now Vyan Mudra, Saman Mudra, Apan Mudra and Udan Mudra. And most important, last mudra is Pran Mudra. How Pran Mudra is formed? Pran Mudra is formed by joining tip of ring finger with tip of thumb and tip of last or little finger. This is called as Pran Mudra. This is very, very powerful mudra. And this provides stamina to the body. In this present pandemic of corona, if you perform this mudra regularly, at least your stamina will get increased. And this is also very powerful mudra because it improve the blood flow. It prevent the blood clot from the hearts and lungs. And in the initial time of the corona in Italy, the autopsy says that the death was happening because of blood clotting in the lungs. So this mudra prevents the clotting of blood in the lungs and heart. So this is very powerful mudra. This is the very powerful mudra for increase in the eyesight. This is also very powerful mudra for curing inflammation. This mudra is generally supportive mudra and it is used with other mudra for curing of the disease. This is the very powerful mudra of all the pranic mudra available. Up till now we have learned about pranic mudra, tattva mudra. Now we are going for the therapeutic mudra. Therapeutic mudras are the modified mudra by taking the help of tattva mudra or pranic mudra. Let us go first for the Marudanda mudra. This Marudanda mudra is helpful mudra for backache. How it is formed? It has two different mudra in two different hands. The right hand should join tip of this ring finger, tip of last finger with the tip of thumb, and the left hand, the tip of index finger shall be placed at the first flange of thumb and thumb shall be placed on the index finger. This is mudra helpful for the backache. When this mudra is done in association with other mudra, backache problems are getting resolved. Now we are coming with Surbhi mudra. How Surbhi mudra is to be formed? Here it seems to be difficult, but it is very simple mudra. You consider this index finger and middle finger of the both hand and consider this ring finger and last finger of the both hands. Now what you are supposed to do, this tip of the ring finger of the right hand should touch the tip of little finger of the left hand. The tip of little finger of the right hand shall touch the tip of ring finger of the left hand. And next is tip of index finger of the right hand shall touch the tip of middle finger of left hand. And tip of middle finger of the right hand shall touch the tip of index finger of the left hand. So this is Surbhi mudra. This mudra is helpful in gout problem when it is done in association with Pran mudra. Now we are going for Sahas Shankh mudra. How Sahas Shankh mudra is formed? You make the fist of your hands in this way and make both the thumbs parallel and press the index finger. This is called as a Sahas Shankh mudra. It is associated mudra for backache also. It is helpful mudra for piles and gout. Then comes the Apan Vayu mudra. What is the Apan Vayu mudra? Apan Vayu mudra is nothing but the combination of Vayu and Apan mudra. Vayu mudra is formed by placing the tip of index finger at the base of thumb. Apan mudra is formed by joining tip of middle finger, tip of ring finger and tip of thumb. In Apan Vayu mudra, we will make like this. The tip of index finger will be at the base of the thumb and we are joining tip of thumb with tip of middle finger and tip of the ring finger. This is Apan Vayu mudra. It is most effective mudra for the heart attack. It serves the purpose of the drug sorbitol. This is also very useful mudra for migraine because in migraine the blood flow in the brain is disturbed. This mudra helps in restoring the blood flow in the brain. This mudra is again helpful for irregular heartbeats. It improves the pumping of the hearts. So this mudra is sometimes called as a Mrut Sanjeevani mudra. Now I will show you the Kuber mudra. It is nothing but the combinations of Jalodhar Nashak mudra, Surya mudra and Vyan mudra. So how it is formed? Place the tip of ring finger and the tip of last finger at the base of the thumb. Join tip of this middle finger, tip of this index finger and tip of the thumb. This is the formation of Kuber mudra. What are the advantages of this Kuber mudra? It is advantageous in curing sinusitis. So this is powerful mudra for sinusitis. Now next mudra is Pushan mudra. Actually Pushan mudra is at one hand it is Vyan mudra and in second hand it is Apan mudra. So how it is formed? This Pushan mudra is formed by joining tip of index finger, tip of middle finger and tip of thumb in the right hand and joining tip of middle finger and tip of ring finger at the left hand. So this is called as a Pushan mudra. What are the advantages of this Pushan mudra? It intensify the oxygen intake and release of the carbon dioxide. So this is associated mudra for asthma. Now we will come about the bronchitis mudra. This bronchitis mudra will help to get relief from the bronchitis. So how it is formed? It is combinations of Surya mudra, Jalodhar Nashak mudra and Akash mudra. It is formed by placing the ring finger and the little finger at the base of the thumb and joining the tip of middle finger and thumb. This is bronchitis mudra. It helps to get relief from the bronchitis. Now we are going to learn about the dry cough mudra. Dry cough mudra is combination of Surya mudra plus Varun mudra plus Akash mudra. How it is formed? Place the tip of ring finger at the base of the thumb, join tip of middle finger, tip of last finger and tip of thumb. This form the dry cough mudra. What are the advantage of this dry cough mudra? Because here we are performing Varun mudra. In the winter season, there is less humidity and we have the dry cough. So this Varun mudra will provide moisture in the tract. So problem of less humidity will be resolved. This Surya mudra will provide heat to the body and to the respiratory tract. So what will happen? The mucus or the cough will get dissolved and this Akash mudra will facilitate the cough to expel out. So this is called as a dry cough mudra. Dear friends, so now we have learned about all mudras like Tantva mudra, Pranic mudra and therapeutic mudra. I hope everybody will invest the time in performing this mudra on day-to-day basis for the vibrant health and also to recover from the disease they are having. This is very simple therapy and I understand that by this simple therapy you will have the vibrant health because this present pandemic has proved that health is the only assets of the life. Other assets like education and wealth has no meaning if it is not associated with the health. And this mudra therapy session will help you on day-to-day basis to do this simple mudra for the vibrant health. Thank you.